man in making you, who's playing the role of a woman, feel safe and secure. But let me ask you this, Vons. All these strong black women that you love, do you think they love being strong? Do you think they want to be strong? Do you think they want the responsibility of taking care of their kid? Do you think they want the responsibility of maybe having to stay in the house that they live in rather than going out and getting a nice apartment because they got to worry about their grown-up little boy son? Do you think they want that responsibility? No, they may allow you to think that because they don't want you to feel bad, because they know that they didn't prepare you for, and they're not comfortable for sending you out into the real world, if we're just being honest. All of these strong black women, ladies, all the women out there, think about the men that say that they love strong black women. Think about how you're getting finessed. It's like a pimp. It's like, I'm telling you, I love strong black women. Why? Because I'm getting something out of it. But in reality, fellas, we should be taking on that burden to make that strong black woman's life a little bit easier. Do you think she wants to be strong her entire life? Isn't that what a son is supposed to do? To relieve the pain, to relieve some of the stress, to relieve some of the burden of their mother? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Or are we supposed to just sit back and say, oh, I love my strong mother. She still makes me food. She still coddles me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The serpent would be cursed, destined to crawl on its belly.
Unc, I gotta stop it, and this is why I need you on here, because I'm being trolled. So you see the comment that Vons just wrote?
Yeah.
Love me some strong black women. Vons, you keep opening it up, so we'll go down that road. Vons, of course you love strong black women. You want to know why you love, or why a lot of men love strong black women? Because they let you stay in their house without paying bills when they're your mother. And we're seeing a lot of girlfriends do it. Because they cover your bills, they don't pass on the responsibilities that you should be learning that a father would force you to learn. Strong black women will coddle their little boys. They'll raise their daughters to be strong and independent, but they'll coddle their little boys to where their little boys are living in the house with them up until 30, 35, 40. And they've never had an experience outside of the same room that they've grew up in. They've never had an experience. They never had their bills on anything. They've never had to struggle. They've been pushed out there. They treat you the same way. These strong black women that are raising boys, they're treating you the same exact way when you were 5 years old than when you're 35 years old. So you never even learn what it takes to be a man. So therefore, your entire vision and perspective is based on loving that strong black woman because she plays the role of a man in making you, who's playing the role of a woman, feel safe and secure. But let me ask you this, Vons. All these strong black women that you love, do you think they love being strong? Do you think they want to be strong? Do you think they want the responsibility of taking care of their kid? Do you think they want the responsibility of maybe having to stay in the house that they live in rather than going out and getting a nice apartment because they got to worry about their grown-up little boy son? Do you think they want that responsibility? No. They may allow you to think that because they don't want you to feel bad, because they know that they didn't prepare you for, and they're not comfortable for sending you out into the real world, if we're just being honest. All of these strong black women, ladies, all the women out there, think about the men that say that they love strong black women. Think about how you're getting finessed. It's like a pimp. It's like, I'm telling you, I love strong black women. Why? Because I'm getting something out of it. But in reality, fellas, we should be taking on that burden to make that strong black woman's life a little bit easier. Do you think she wants to be strong her entire life? Isn't that what a son is supposed to do? To relieve the pain, to relieve some of the stress, to relieve some of the burden of their mother? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Or are we supposed to just sit back and say, oh, I love my strong mother. She still makes me food. She still coddles me.
First and foremost, want to give a huge shout out to everybody that continues to tap in with us, like and subscribe and join our community. If you haven't already, please make sure that you do. We look forward to engaging in some dope combo with you that can help us all elevate. So like, subscribe, and maybe even share the video if you're feeling real generous. On that note, we'll let you get back to the video. See you soon. Ew.
She still reads me bedtime stories. You get what I'm saying? That's what ends up happening. That's what ends up happening, and we're seeing it. And these are the same type of boys that come on here saying that they love strong black women. In reality, it's because you do not want to take the responsibility like she had to take the responsibility of becoming a man. Relieve her of that burden. Relieve her of that burden of being strong. Do you know how hard it is to be strong? Probably not, because your mom has played that role for you your entire life, so you don't know how tiresome and how burdensome that can become. But I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to say that. I know I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to say that.
Now, see, nephew, my grandmother, when I was growing up, my grandmother, she used to, here's $35, go pay the light bill.
And hold, I gotta address this. I'm not talking about, I don't know Von's living situation. I'll be totally honest.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, but no, I'm looking at some of these comments.
Okay.
And look at what Von's wrote. Dak swear he knows something. Vons, don't tell me. Tell me. It's like that's the whole feminine aspect of all these things. You know what people will say when you're intelligent or you're speaking on something that they disagree with, but you may be right. You know what they say? Oh, he swear he knows something. Well, tell me where I'm wrong. Because see, you're personalizing it for you. I'm just using you as an example in what you say and what you continue to say in public. So I'm gonna address it. I didn't address it the way I addressed it today on Friday, which I could have. But I'm using it as an example to hopefully not only shift your mind. You can think however you think, but clearly you know what I come to do on this show is to shift the minds of people, so therefore we can get out of our own way and do better in society. You're sitting here coming around saying, oh, I love strong black women. I love strong black women. You telling me I swear I know something. Vons, tell me where I'm wrong. Don't tell me I swear I know something. Tell me where I'm wrong. My apologies. My apologies, Unc.
Oh no. What I was gonna say is just adding to what you're saying. When I was a little kid, the phone bill, the light bill, all of that was under $20. My grandmother would give me $35, be like, go pay the light bill, go pay the phone bill, go pay this. But that was, in essence, for me to know that bills need to get paid. Because back then, you can send a child to the store to get cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I show up at AT&T window with a note from my grandmother saying the phone bill was $11. Here's $11. That's it. Bill paid. I'm on my way. They don't have that today. Kids today, they don't have that. This is why you have 35, 40-year-olds sleeping in their mother's basements, still sneaking women in. You know what I'm saying? Girls don't do that. Yeah, a 35-year-old girl, she's not still living at home. If she do, God bless her, that's probably one of them superfied church girls. Yeah, don't nobody know what she looked like under her skirt. You know what I'm saying? But men, you're right about that. Most men, they'll suck on to what you would consider to be a strong black woman. That ain't strong. She just doing what she got to do to survive and provide, which is at a certain age, it's just wash and repeat, wash and repeat, wash and repeat. That's all she knows. So on her side of the story, that's something she just figures she's stuck with until the day she died. On the man's side, it's usually kind of bad because I've known men at 25 that couldn't pull on a washing machine. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh, I need to wash clothes. I just leave that till my mother get here. You're 35. What do you mean you don't know how to cut the washing machine on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong. And this is why, see, there's a difference between, I think that families should stay together. I think women should be in the household in a lot of ways until they married. You know, they can go to college, are cool, but I think you should be in the household. I think that's what a lot of other cultures do. You see a lot of Eastern European culture. You see a bunch of different cultures doing this. When it comes to what I'm saying about a boy or boys being raised into men, the people that I'm talking about that are at home, they're not relieving the stress and the burden of moms. They're not at home because they're relieving pressure. If that was the case, then mom wouldn't have to be strong. I do not want my mom to be, her claim to fame is I was a strong Black woman. That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, relieve her of that stress. Matter of fact, what's so funny is we will push men to be vulnerable, but then we're celebrating strong Black women. How does this work? Men are supposed to be vulnerable. Oh, be a little bit more open, be a little bit more, because this shit is crazy, bro. And I want to be very clear when I say that. I think families should be in the same house. I was trying to buy a crib with my parents. You know what I'm saying? I want that, but you will never ever. That's to relieve their burden. That's to relieve their stress. We don't have the same. Things don't operate the same as when we were kids, when they pay for every meal for me and I'm just, going home to get it free. No, I'm trying to be that. That's the goal. That's what I work for. So I can become that, so I can give that back, so they don't have to be strong. It's tough as shit out here being strong. It's a very tough role. So I can understand and appreciate. I don't want my parents to have to continue sacrificing that. But what do most of our I don't know, man. I don't know. And I think Ant summed it up correctly. He said there's a difference between living with my parents and taking care of my parents, even in their own home.
Yeah.
And let me ask y'all this. There's certain things that you only learn when you go through it, right? There's certain things that you can sit and watch football film. You can watch tapes of Michael Jordan, but you actually got to play at a certain point in time, right? So that's why, in my opinion, dudes, we should be out here. We should be out here trying to figure out how it is to lead a household. We should be embracing that role. But if we never embrace that role because we have a strong mother that's going to continue to play that role, how do we then transfer when we're in our own relationship, in our own marriage, to be the leader? No, we're going to look for a woman that represents the same things that our mom represented, because that's what we were built to, what role we were built to play. Now I need a strong woman as a wife, because I need to rely on her, because my entire life I've been relying on my mother.
Nephew, part of the problem is though you have a unique way of looking at it, because you do have your mom and your dad. Some people that don't have both parents in the house at some time or the other, and I ain't talking about a physical relationship with somebody's mother, but the son may take I wouldn't say husbandly, but the man role in the house, with a single mom, and the two kind of meet in the middle. She might go out on dates and all of that type of stuff, and all of that. They're not in a physical relationship, but there's that type of an atmosphere. And in today's society, I've seen men and women clubbing with their moms. You know what I'm saying? At no time, I don't think my mother would have ever looked around in a club and either been like, go home, or whoever she's with, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Today, society is not like that. You know, like, oh yeah, go have more drinks with your mom. And life is completely different in that aspect. From from an older point of view, that just was never cool. And to some people, it's still not cool. But you have a lot of younger parents that, oh, that's just, that's cool. You know, my daughter rolls up blunts for me. What? Are you kidding? Yeah, man, are you kidding? Yeah, no. But this is the times that we live in, and there's some sad, miserable, dreadful times. I could use a lot of 4-letter words for that, but I'm public.
Nah, I get it. And Queez asked the question, how do we define strength in women? Now, you want to go first, or I'll give you the floor.
I define strength in women in a lot of ways. A strong woman understands when to submit to her man, and that's it.
I'm learning, I'm learning, and this is how, when I think of strong women, see, strong women to me, what a strong woman should be, I look over at, I'm over here with it. What a strong woman is in society, based on how society tries to manipulate women, is playing the role of men. What I think a strong woman should be is just like from a team standpoint. I don't think you're strong playing offensive lineman if you're a wide receiver. I want you to be strong at playing wide receiver. I don't need you to be strong at throwing the ball, because your job is to catch the ball as a wide receiver. So when I look at what strength should be, and this goes back to what IROC was talking about earlier, with perhaps us not doing a good enough job of appreciating the roles that women play just in being the woman and being the wife. What I see as being strong, and one of the strongest thing that a woman can do, is the fact that you do not need to be in the spotlight. You do not need to get the type of credit that comes with the protector and provider and the things that a man does in his role. That's what being strong is. To be okay and to be content with playing your role to the best of your ability, because it takes a whole lot of strength to have a child, to be a wife, all these different things. It takes a lot of strength to do those things, to embrace a man, the things that you have to do as a wife when your husband comes in from a bad day or whatever. You're running around, the things that I saw my mom doing. I'm like, yo, you doing all this and you're working, like all these different things. I identify those as strong. But when I look at my mother, I don't ever think of her as this new definition of strength. And to be totally honest, if we're being real, I know how society can impact women overall, because I've had to check my mom on some stuff where it's like, yo, don't let that new age stuff creep in. Nah, you better understand what it is. I'm dead set. I'm being totally honest. Like, nah, stop playing. Like, you know that's dead. Like, you may need a reminder of who my dad is. You get what I'm saying? I've had to say that, because I don't play that bullshit where you're not appreciating, or you're allowing society, and not saying that she's doing this, but I don't play. If I see a little ounce of it, I address it. Y'all can ask my mother. Like, I have my mother jump on. She'll tell you certain stuff that I've said. Like, no, you're wrong on that. You need to listen to dad. Like, that's not happening. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the type of person that I am. I don't.
That's the unique difference between you and a person that has a single parent. Most people that have single parents, the statistic is like 78%. Most single women versus men. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Raising a child, that in that sense. If you have what we consider to be strong women or independent women, there's a difference. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Now, an independent woman has to be strong because she's independent. But I got a lot of nephews that's good men, and I got a lot of nieces that's good women. But I also got a lot of raunchy ones on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of them I look at like, well, I don't know who kid you are. Yeah. Where'd you come from? You look like one of us.
That's hilarious.
You learn that. Yeah. That's not cool, because I've been with the same lady now for 13 years, but I've known her for 36 years. And I wash dishes, cook and clean, but she wash dishes, cooks and cleans also. It's a 50-50 relationship. You know what I'm saying? If the bills are $2,000 a month and I give her $1,500, she'll take the other money that she could have spent with me and buy herself stuff. That's the type of relationship most men should have. That ain't the relationship most men have. Most women definitely don't have that relationship because they caught up in that.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.